welcome back to another Saturday series.
All right, so today's workout, we did 100 deadlifts at 315 pounds, 100 ring pull-ups, and 100 dumbbell push press at 50-pound dumbbells. So if you want to go through kind of what we did, how we structured it, and what actually happened.
Yeah, so we structured it into 10 rounds. And I see Jake starting his deadlifts here. As soon as he finishes his deadlifts, I jump into mine. As soon as I finish my deadlifts, he jumps into his ring pull-ups. And again, I follow him, and then he jumps into his dumbbell push press, and again I follow him. We flip around, we do 10 rounds of that. How'd you find it?
Yeah, so it was pretty good. I mean, the fact that we ended up having that plan, because we had like an argument for probably 20 minutes before we started this workout, trying to figure out like what exactly we should do. You were wrote off from that one class, you did it blended, and then I was, not feeling the best because I was sick earlier this week. So we were not seeing eye to eye on what this workout should be whatsoever. So we did settle on something, but when it came down to it, we had that little bit of rest built into the rounds. So where weeks before we were doing like one partner would go and they would do the deadlifts, then the next thing, then the next thing, like all in one self-contained round, and then the other partner would go for their self-contained round, so like long rest but long work. So where we switched it up this week a little bit, like Jordan was saying, I would finish my deadlifts and then he would do his deadlifts, and then we'd go back and forth, and what that did was it built a little bit of rest in between sets, so you weren't coming off a set of 10 deadlifts, thank God, and going right into pull-ups, because it would have slowed the workout right down. So I think that helped the time it took to do the workout, because at the end of the day, we'll show you in a minute, we did get 19 minutes and 7 seconds.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah. Getting done in 20 minutes, I thought was actually pretty good considering how the first round felt.
Yeah, well, it was tough. It was tough from the very beginning, because one of the things we were talking about is like, what would be an appropriate weight for deadlifts today, right? Because we were tossing around a bunch of different ideas, but our strength has gone up quite a bit the past 12 weeks. Like, we'll cover here in a little bit at the program update at the end of the video. But, we want to kind of use that as part of the workouts, because if you're not progressing everything, then what are you doing, right? So we kind of landed on 315 being the weight for deadlifts. But even in the workouts, like, to be totally honest, I've not done 315 for a set of 10 like really ever in my life. It's never been like a rep range I've worked with this weight. And set 2, I was feeling it. Like, I had to break up almost every single set of deadlifts, honestly.
No, I was surprised. I didn't have to break up any of my deadlifts, but pull-ups are actually what got to me today.
Yeah.
And like, usually I can bang out pull-ups, but as soon as I finished deadlifts, and I had to break those up. So
yeah, I was getting right pissed about that. You didn't stop any of your deadlifts. As you see right here, you're just flying through them, and the bar didn't leave your hands till you were done. And like every set of deadlifts I did, I broke it up into like 5, puke for a minute, 2, puke for a minute, 1, and like a sloppy one at the end to finish it off. So not really a ton of fun, but it was cool though to be able to move that kind of weight in a workout like this, and that wouldn't really be possible if it wasn't for the program we were doing for the past like few months here.
Oh no, absolutely. But yeah.
Yeah, so either way, sub 20 I think is a good target for it if you're going to go do this workout yourself. Obviously, if you're doing the workout yourself, all you need is, not all you need.
You're going to need some weight.
You need a little bit of stuff. So you do have to have, obviously, the barbell, the dumbbells at a reasonable weight for you, and then pull-ups. Doesn't have to be ring pull-ups, but something to do pull-ups on. So either way, that was today's workout, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, go try it out.
Yeah, give it a shot. If you got any questions about this, do hit us up. I would recommend you give it a try if you can, or something like this, and then stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to throw together this week's program update, the final week of this program.
Awesome.
Cool.
right. This week's programming was our final week of this program.
Yep, so this is the final piece of a 6-week block of programming. So if this is the first video you're seeing, go back to the prior 5 weeks. Do not start here. This is the final week of a 6-week block of strength or power building programming. So basically what we did this week, it was the final week like we were saying. So we dropped all the rep ranges down to doubles and triples, and we just tried to basically test out and see where the strength was at, because we have been seeing some strength increase week on week. Over the past 12 weeks we put quite a bit of weight on a lot of the movements. So if you want to talk a little bit about that, I guess.
No, it's honestly been incredible for in this amount of time in the past 6 weeks, again even 12 weeks, is the most I've ever put on any of my lifts. My bench struggled a little bit because I did something with my chest 8 weeks ago, but it's been better. It was better this week, so it felt good to put some weight on the bar. But for deadlifts, in the past 12 weeks, it went up about 65 pounds. For my squat, it went up about 60 pounds. So that's a huge jump for me, especially getting under heavy weight again feels really good. Deadlift has always been my strong suit, so I've always been happy with my deadlift, but I've never been as happy as I am with my squat now.
Yeah, no, same thing here. That was a huge increase for you, right? But same thing, right? So as we were going through it, my bench over the course of 12 weeks has gone up 30 pounds. My deadlift's gone up 60, which is the first time I've ever done that in my life. And then my squat did go up quite a bit. It went up 30 pounds as well over the past 12 weeks. So, really, over the course of the program, it's been a pretty aggressive increase. We should note here, we're in an aggressive calorie surplus. I was in a little more of an aggressive calorie surplus than you. A lot of body weight added over that time too. But either way, the program has worked over the course of the past 12 weeks. So the 2 different 6-week blocks of programming, a lot of good results have come out of it. But that being said, obviously a calorie surplus is important. And one thing to note as you're doing this program, we are redlining quite a bit. If you're not familiar with these 3 movements, it's something where you do have to take into account. Note how your body's feeling, because if you're going through at this level of intensity week on week on week, if things aren't feeling right, if you're not feeling progression week on week, obviously pump the brakes. But overall, it's been great. It's been a really good experience, and I'd recommend you give it a try.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
Cool. Anyways, thanks for watching.
Awesome.